So in terms of expansion, it's another big step for us now into looking into the fourth year of possible. We are expanding into the Eden Rock and Nobu Hotel next door and onto the beach. So we bring all the hosted meetings we introduced 2 years ago onto the beach. We will organize more than 3,000 meetings between brand marketeers and the vendors, which is amazing. It's an amazing environment to do this. And yeah, so it's still a central place. You don't need to hop in a car, or a cab to go from A to B, but it's expanding because of the success last year, especially last year with 5,500 people. So it was obvious that we need more space. Also, the numbers of partners increased dramatically. So we have a similar activation, indoor, outdoor, at both the Fontainebleau and the Eden Rock this year.
So Christian, how have you done it? I've followed your career. It's amazing. Big fan of Demexco. You created this thing. Now it's a must attend. What are the elements that make it possible?
Yeah,
so to speak.
I mean, to be honest, when I, together with my partner at this time, Frank, when we founded Demexco, that was during the financial crisis in 2008. Not saying that you should look after those kind of moments, but when not many others will do something new, launching a new business, I think that's a good opportunity in general. And I did it, during COVID. So I was approached by a bunch of people, including MMA and a lot of, people in our industry. We know both of each other. They said we need something new in our industry, especially here in the US. And then I looked around. So of course it's about research, and I found out, yes, that's right. We have a bunch of industry conferences, etc., but nothing like nothing like possible. And that was obviously the core idea, to do a combination of all my good experiences from Demexco, where I still believe that's still relevant in today's changing times with different expectations. So a combination of a massive activation space, but happening indoor, outdoor, which provides a unique atmosphere, and not being stuck in a windowless conference or convention center over a couple of days, and then combined with an excellent conference, but with different formats, looking after brand marketeers specifically. All these things, that came together into a great concept, into a great name. Possible, I think it's a perfect name for such a new event. And then you have to do it with a lot of passion. All of us, we know all the people in the industry, but you have to bring passion to the table, belief, commitment, etc., and a fantastic team. So at the end, it's all about the idea, the concept, the execution. Have a great team next to you, and convince people from the beginning on, that they believe into the same thing, which is a benefit for all of us, for the entire industry.
Christian, how do you see the state, the temperature of the industry coming out of CES? We just showed up today. Of course, you don't really haven't been around that much, but you certainly have been speaking to a lot of people. The industry is going through changes, consolidation, some economic uncertainties. How do you see the climate affecting your work and events like what I'm doing?
In full honesty, I think nobody will be surprised if I'm saying, the situation or the environment, let's say economy, our industry is becoming more complex, more, not complicated, but more complex. Of course, we have so many more components from the tech world, from originally the marketing world, what's on the marketeer's table in terms of internal organizational challenges. We have so many more players in the market compared to previous years, and it feels like every day you wake up, there's another player showing up. That is another layer of complexity, which needs to be sorted, which needs to be somehow organized, plus all the content which comes out of this. It is not easy to understand within a second, the kind of new technology. It takes time, but it feels at the same time that we don't have this time. It feels faster than ever, which I think is true. So that layer of complexity, I think this is very important for events specifically, to provide solutions. And it sounds pretty simple when I say you have to bring the right people into the same room, but this is essential. It's not about numbers anymore. I don't believe into the scale of an event solely. That was maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's all about the right people in the room. That's one thing. And then you have to do a lot of research to bring up the right topics, but not in a way what we've already heard and seen on other stages, but in a different way. And the combination of both, together with the opportunity for peer-to-peer deep discussions, but not rushed, that you come to an event and really spend your time, discuss, go deep into topics, and not just look at this from the surface or from a bird eye. I think this is so essential, and this one of the reasons why we extended possible, not just in terms of venue, but also in terms of days, that we know a full 3 days event, to give people the opportunity to really meet the business partner they need and they're looking for, meet their peers, and have these more meaningful conversations than just rushing in and out and do some networking only.